What's up, world? Welcome back to Charge the Game podcast. And today we are going to talk about the Super Bowl. That's right. A lot of our teams did not make it. It's all good. My Eagles will be back there in another year or so. Mark these words. But anyway, let's get into this video to discuss the Super Bowl and what these two giants, what can we expect out of the two giants that are about to face off? Right? I'll give you guys my gut feeling, right? Kansas City Chiefs versus the San Francisco 49ers. And I'm going to tell you guys, I don't have a dog in this fight. Preferably, I would not want any of these teams to win. One, I'm tired of the whole Swiftie effect, right? I didn't like all that smack Travis Kelce was talking. I don't know why any of those Ravens didn't go over there and sack his ass or put their hands on him to let him know that it is going to be a very long day. So don't want the Kansas City Chiefs to win, right? They beat my team in the Super Bowl last year. Duh, why would I want them to win? Then you have the 49ers, right? I'm going to tell you guys something. I don't want the 49ers to win, but not because of the team, because of one person. And that is Deebo Samuels. His loud ass mouth talking all that smack to my Philadelphia Eagles, but man, that boy is good. But I will give in to this. Okay? I would rather see Brock Purdy get it just because I love underdogs. And he shows his grit. They constantly doubt him, right? They constantly talk about this guy on the air. Cam Newton, goofy looking ass, always got something to say, right? You got all the sport commentators who I think a lot of these guys that are on TV, they're very jealous of these young guys getting the attention, getting this money. In every era will always feel like their era was the best. So you're going to always look down on talent or a good story, a great story. The last guy in a draft to being in an NFC championship 2 years in a row to making a Super Bowl. Like, hey, what's not to like about Brock Purdy? He can't help the system he's in. He can't help that Deebo Samuels and Christian McCaffrey and he's a George Kittle, Ayuk. Come on now. You got Fred Warner. You got Quentin Williams. You got, oh my goodness, you got Chase Young. You got Bosa. How can he help where he was drafted last? And I'm looking at this. If you are coming into the draft and you are last, hey, if you're going to be placed on a good team like that, it may not be so bad because Brock Purdy looks like one of the best rookies out of his class. Okay? Keep this in mind for a guy who was named Mr. Irrelevant. Look at how much attention and praise his name gets. Okay? This guy's in the Super Bowl. So I can't hate on it. All I could do is respect the man who is relatable. He's very relatable because it's a lot of brothers and sisters out there who struggling to make ends meet every day, who are true underdogs trying to make it and just waiting on that moment, that breakthrough. He got his. So I'm going to be happy for that young man. Okay? I'm going to be happy for Brock Purdy. And I'll actually want the 49ers to win now. Now that I'm getting more passionate and worked up about this, I think I want the 49ers to win. How about that? There's my pick. I want the 49ers to go and shut those Swifties down. I want Patrick Mahomes to run for his life and not know where to throw the ball. Because I got a feeling, based off of last time where the 49ers were up, had them dead to rights, had them beat, and could not get over the hump, the Kansas City Chiefs win their first Super Bowl. And I watched George Kittle, old post of George Kittle in the video footage where he said, "I'll be back with effing vengeance." And I think that that's probably the most hyped up guy right now because he left it all on the field. And I'm going to tell you guys, I would be very, very, very let down if the 49ers lose. Because it's something about Patrick Mahomes, man. Patrick Mahomes, right? Patrick Mahomes and Steph Curry, man. They got some type of DNA where it changes the color of your eyes it may be the size of your oculus, your eyeballs, whatever, because they see the game a lot different, right, than anybody on this planet, man. Like, it's just God-given ability. It's just what it is. It also helps Patrick Mahomes that he was a baseball player first, right? You could tell from the way he walks, from the way he's built, he was a baseball player. And I think that when you start off with baseball, this is statistically proven. When you start off playing baseball, you have the best hand and eye coordination. And a lot of you guys know that. I didn't know that. So that's why if you start off with baseball and you cross sports, you become immediately one of the best people in that sport or best athletes in that sport. And that just may very well be Patrick Mahomes' case. He was a dual threat, baseball, football, who knows what else he played. But the guy is just good. Like, it makes no sense how good this man's O-line is. His O-line is outstanding because the guy barely gets sacked. We'll see. You know, they're facing like some guys who can get across to that quarterback with their front four. So we'll see. We will see. But man, this is going to be a nice Super Bowl matchup. I know the ratings are going to be through the roof. We see Taylor Swift, ever since her first debut, her first game, has increased the NFL sales. I think her sales or NFL sales by $351 million. Oh my goodness, that's like $1 million a day. And she's at 351. That's crazy, man. And you guys see how American Airlines added a flight back to Kansas City from the Super Bowl with the number, the flight number is 8887 for Travis Kelce. Man, talk about a guy who's having the best time of his life. Commercial after commercial after commercial. Commercial with Patrick Mahomes, commercial with his brother, podcast with his mother, album with his mother. Mother becomes a celebrity. Taylor Swift becomes his future fiance. Wow. All that sounds like is a bunch of smiles, loving, and money. For real. Like, that's how you win in life. And I'm not gonna lie, it's pissing me off because the Taylor Swift stuff is a bit too much. But I must admit, if I was him, I would love to be in his position. So I gotta respect it, and I'm very happy for him on that note. But I got a feeling, guys, that it's going down. Okay? It's about to go down. And I think that Taylor Swift is going to be in person to watch old Travis Kelce get his heart broken on that field. And I sincerely hope that they stay together forever, man, because this is all this publicity, man. Like, I just hope it's worth it, man. But you know, in the celebrity world, yeah, hey, a long time is a year. So we'll see. But back to football, man. I'm expecting Patrick Mahomes to, you know, use his legs when he has to. I know that as long as his line can buy him time, he will find number 87. He's going to find Travis Kelce, right? We saw where the Kadarius Toney has something to say, right? We'll see if they'll suit him up to play. Obviously, he came out on social media and said that he was not injured, though he was on the injury report. He wanted to play, and it was capped. So I don't know how the coaches and the people in the office are going to feel about that, because it looks like Kansas City is telling a lie, and they could be even investigated. And I'm willing to bet they're going to cut his ass. They're going to cut him because he talked too much. He's not supposed to say that. They're going to cut him. But we do see that Patrick Mahomes' other receivers are stepping up. They aren't dropping balls. And maybe they had to go through all that ugly stuff in the regular season to prepare themselves for the postseason. So, hey, it's going to be creative, man. One thing about Andy Reid, nothing will ever be as extremely hard for Patrick Mahomes, because he just draws up plays good enough that Patrick Mahomes can understand. It doesn't matter what the defense is. It doesn't matter who you take away. They will always find a way. But I am pulling for the San Francisco 49ers. I think they could do it. I think that CMC won't have a huge game, but I think he will be very pivotal in the dual threat game. If I'm the 49ers, I'm pitching the ball to CMC. I'm throwing it to him more than I'm letting him run, because I want him to be able to create space. I'm going to ladder that thing to Deebo Samuels. Then I'm going to let George Kittle kill him in the red zone. It's just so many ways they can go at you, man, that it just doesn't make any sense. But it'll be beautiful to see the 49ers win, man. I'm rooting for Brock Purdy. Obviously, Christian McCaffrey's dad won a Super Bowl ring with the franchise. That'll be pretty cool to have, and for your future grandkids to have, and keep that tradition going, man. That'll be pretty neat. But you guys weigh in on this topic and let me know who you guys got. Either way it go, I'm showing nothing but love for both teams. So weigh in on this topic, man. If you guys love the content, right? If you love it, I want you guys to do me a huge favor. Hit that subscribe button. Also hit that notification bell so you guys can continue to get the latest when I drop my sports content. Thank you guys. Like always, let me know how you charge the game. Peace.